The starboard ain't big enough for the both of us.
It sure ain't, boy.
That was an incredibly bad acting performance, but it works, doesn't it, Sean?
Wow. I had a fear of missing out on that promo until I watched that promo, and I am so glad that I missed out on that bad boy. Well, now we have to talk about Division II of the CSC Challenger Series.
Let's do it.
Because it is it's gonna be a season, man. You want to talk about from top to bottom, they are separated by 0.23 on the average NPR. 0.23 from top to bottom. The two guys we have tonight are 0.03 away from each other. Like, it is going to be the best Division II we have ever seen, and anyone from the top of that division to the bottom of that division can win this thing.
You're right. I mean, the whole season is just incredible, whether it's Division I or Division II. But yeah, the Division II matchups, they're always tight. They're always close just because the average differential. There's not much in between our players. And I don't know, I guess you have some big names from seasons past, but we'll see. I mean, it's a door opener for anybody to come in. And the fact that we have not had a back-to-back winner or a multiple-time winner, I mean, come on.
It's kind of crazy. It is. And we have one of those defending champions, or not defending, one of those previous champions going on tonight, taking on a very difficult opponent. And listen, that's going to be a weekly thing for us, right? At this point, we're going to get some of those great battles, a lot of great matchups going on here in Division II, and I cannot wait to see how this one turns out. The Monday night was, if that was any inkling on how Season 9 is going to go, woo! We're in for a special and somewhat weird season.
Yes, we are. We certainly are. But let's get to it. What do we say? Let's go ahead and get to the tail of the tape for our Mr. Brett Hollinday, the legend. He's been to his Midwest coin. He's playing at a Legends bar. 18 plus years he's been throwing. How about a 4.67 NPR with a 120 all-star ranking? And he's throwing some darts from a drawer. So who knows what he's got in his hands? Not even him.
They are legend. Wait for it. Dairy. That's all you can say about those darts, right? And Brett Hollinday playing at Legends Bar, his home location that he owns. And he always plays well out of there, obviously. And this CSC, he is a difficult, scrappy opponent to play. But he's going up against the younger gent and Mr. Christian Broussard, the Saint, playing for WWDL out of All Season Sports Pub. He's been playing for 7+ years. That average a 4.64, and that All-Star rank list, 57th overall on that All-Star rank list. So he plays a lot. He plays often. He is a main supporter of this PPD and TOC leagues, and he's throwing the Shot Tribal Warrior 20-gram darts tonight.
Yeah, that Shot brand, man. They are a art, aren't they? They are truly an art when it comes to darts. But hey, whoa. Okay, Nick just notified us he throws them backwards. So you can do that with some soft tip darts if you didn't know that. If you're fancying the grip on the rear rather than the front or opposite, you can, put those shafts on the opposite way and give it a go. So fun fact for you on this Wednesday night for the CSC Challenger Series.
Gotta love those facts. And how about another fun one? We're celebrating a birthday. It is a holiday for Brett Hollinday, as it is his birthday today. Celebrating that bad boy. Brad Gallen had one on Monday. Shout out to Brad for winning 9-4 tonight in his opening match. Shout out to Jordan Meyer, Laughing Assassin, for winning his opening match. But they are off and rolling here, Will. So without further ado, I'm just going to go over that. If you've never watched before, the specific rules and format for the CSC Challenger Series. That double elimination style tournament, players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with that cork, which you're seeing right there, to start the match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that as Brett wins that diddle. If either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That's that PBD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance,
and we go for speed,
the players will cork for start in that last leg decider.
Sorry, I just got one of those emergency alerts on my phone, and it drawed my attention as we get the severe thunderstorm notice I warned you guys about. So, hey, that's Kansas for you.
Yeah, good old Wichita.
As we get underway, what a count-up leg from Brett Hollinday, who did it in 2 darts, 2 perfect darts, to be a matter of fact. But this one's going to be a little tough battle. I've got Brett Hollinday getting the upper hand, of course, just being a defending champion in this one. So we'll see. I mean, I guess, well, you can't call him a defending, but a champion of our season 2, our season division 2. There we go. Blah, blah, blah. But anyway, yeah, I got him having the upper hand here. I think he's going to be a tough competitor throughout the bracket. I even got him making a pretty good run here. Just looking at the overall bracket, but we'll see. We'll see if that tail lines up tonight or if Christian Broussard can stop that.
Yeah. And I mean, Brett Hollinday is my favorite to win this season, right? So on his birthday, I'm definitely going to pick Brett. I think it's one of those days that, it's just going to probably work out for him, especially with that double 19 on the last start to open this up. If he's hitting doubles this early, it's on. But it's also the fact that he is just such a difficult player to play against. You have to be on your A game and then some to be able to beat someone like Brett. And Christian's a talented player, really going to be up for that task. I just think there's a little bit too much tonight. So I have Brett winning 9-7.
I think that's a good number. I would actually extend it a little bit more in his favor, probably 9-5, but that's just me. We'll see. Christian, he's always been one that kind of has stumbled and fallen and yet to get the big win. That he really needs to make a run here in this Challenger Series. So let's see. Let's see if he can do that tonight. Let's see if he can make a good run here, because if he can beat Brett, I think the door's open for him to make that run.
Give me Christian 9-6.
Ooh.
All right. Nobody asked you, Nick. So fun fact.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, there's a reason why he doesn't really talk very much. And it's because he mutes himself. That being said, weirdly enough, I know Nick just not jokingly, he did call out Christian winning 9-6. I almost weirdly had just a moment of, I feel like maybe Christian can do this. But that coffin shot will tell me differently, as Brett Hollinday, I think, just gets this job done.
Oh, now you're backtracking. Yeah, definitely backtracking after that coffin shot. I think that's, the fact that he's gone double and, a good 8 mark there to round off this leg it's going to be a tail of the tape. No doubt about it, as he's going to start off with a 5+.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you remember, Brett Hollinday, when he won his season, he averaged over a 5 for the entirety of that season. And heading into it, it was like a 4.3 average. He was one of the bottom averages in Division 2 that year.
Yeah, I mean, he could have made it in the Division 1 that season. So if you can get that flow back, oh man, that's what I'm saying. You gotta fancy him for a run here. But the opposite, like I've already said it. If Christian beats Brett, you become Brett in an essence. You gotta get that aura on you, that little intimidation factor put on you, don't you?
You do. As we get our first, boom goes the dynamite there for Brett Hollinday to start off this leg. But you're right. If Christian wins this, he becomes that person that we just talked about in that driver's seat when we talk about Brett, right? He will have earned it, first of all. Secondly, it does not get easier. The winner of this one gets either Philly, the defending champion, and Mike Segal, or Tyler Weehee, who has been throwing phenomenal this season, start on off with. So one of these guys is going to lose, and they're going to have to take on the loser of that one, which is not going to be any consolation. So week 1, difficult. Absolutely.
By the way, I did see Tyler this past weekend at Shark Tank, so he did inform me I need to tell you, can you get that guy right on Kansas and South Dakota as 2 different states?
I know that. They're spelled way differently. I just, for some reason, I had in my mind that he was not a Kansan.
Well,
But obviously I was wrong. He's way cooler than I thought.
thank you. You called Kansans cool. Appreciate it.
I thought you'd like that. I thought I'd be nice tonight for once. As Jason Derby in there saying Zach Fuchs won 9-3 over the young gun in Liam Musser. So, or Fuchs, sorry.
But we kind of talked about that in the pregame show. We said Liam's got a tough task ahead just because he's never been there. Does nerve kind of get in the way of him making a run in at least the first game? The second game can be a totally different mindset. But yeah, I'm not surprised that Zach got the win there just because he has a little experience behind his belt, been there, done that. You that first time in the CSC, you're kind of like, oh, what happened here? I mean, look at Bob last Monday night. Started 4-0 down, and then all of a sudden kicked it in gear. Now, granted, there were some outside factors mixed in there. There had to be. But he won. He won in my mind. I think he proved the fact that, hey, this newcomer's going to make you guess. This newcomer's going to come in here and make a run, even though he lost 9-8.
Oh, absolutely. You knew Bob McCoy was a talented player to start off with, but you never know how a talented player is going to fare in this format.
Yep.
It just is. It's a little bit different than anything else that they're going to face. The long format, the remote aspect of it, the 12 weeks version of it, right? It's not just one tournament day and you're hot one day and that's it. You got to keep it going. So that being said, Bob definitely felt like he belonged there. And I know that he's going to be a difficult opponent moving forward in this CSC Challenger Series.
Especially coming off a weekend of darts. That's great. As we get another one.
Boom goes the dynamite for the birthday boy.
Welcome to Flavortown. I couldn't resist that. I can't believe we did that on Monday.
You said that it was the last of the season last week on Monday. You said that was the last one of the whole season.
I just had to do a little remembrance of Monday night and the epic show. And by the way,
thanks a lot for the ricochet from that. As I wake up the next morning to me as Guy Fieri, even though you were the one who said it the whole time.
I love that. I absolutely love it. I thought it was funny because you definitely look more like him than me. Come on,
Well, it was the face. Let's be honest. And he obviously used an old picture of me. But yeah, it was
a good photo.
It was great. I laughed at it hysterically. Brett Hollinday, speaking of great, 5.78. And they're in leg number 2.
That follows up to 5.36. That's 3.7. That's pretty impressive from Brett as he rips 2 right off the bat in a leg where Christian scrapped, and then it still didn't seem like he had an opportunity to get the win there. And with Brett just kind of doing what he did, throwing in a big 9 mark, especially at the given time.
Right. I mean, and he had 2 of them.
Yeah.
He's thrown a coffin shot in there. And that's really what it is with Brett, right? We talk about him being a scrappy player. He also, if he's on fire and hitting everything, he's still going to be that scrappy player on the 16s, 15s, and bowls. It's just now that much harder to beat him.
Yeah, only a 2 for each of our players here. So door wide open for Christian as he thought he was going to pay for it. Surely so.
My name is Sean, and so don't call me Shirley.
I knew that was I was expecting it, to be fair.
It wasn't even a good one. I messed it up badly.
Tell me that went out to live. That's twice he's got. His goal is to get us at least once a show
He's trying to get us
nobody
to
knows
say
about
it.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's
don't
not good.
Don't be doing that, Nick.
And to answer his question, yeah,
Oh.
of course. But big miss there from Broussard. And now Hollinday, who, I mean, this is a pretty easy capitalization.
Oh, it should be. I mean, even 3 Fats gets it done here. Oh, but the big miss on the 20. Do you go ahead and risk it? No!
You got to get rid of it. You got to get rid of it.
I think you
Just
do
make it a
got to
new
get
ball
rid
game.
of it. I mean, granted, Christian's going to go ahead and take care of the job, anyway, but wow. 2 big misses here from each of our players.
Yeah, if you think there, Brett closes the 20s. He still is at 57 points, right? But now he's down 60 to 57 instead of 140 to 57. So even that 7 mark there would have changed. He would be in the lead.
Well, there's no telling what Christian would have done, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think that for me, I don't know. I could go either way. I see Brett's point. Like, okay, I need to get it because if he grabs a triple there, it kind of adds a little pressure to Christian's throw. But I don't know. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Here we go. Let's see if Brett can grab a triple. He does. Now you take the look. Surely, yep, he does. Grabs the 20 as well for a minute lead of 1.
Well, that being said, obviously he made the right decision because he was able to fix it right there. And when you're throwing as well as he is right now, I guess everything's fine.
Oh, yeah. And he's going to pop one here. Just expect it. Why not? Oh. Well, it wasn't a 9, but it was a hefty 7.
Hefty.
I love it. The new trash bag of the CSC Challenger Series. If you come to the Tournament of Champions, expect those bags to be filled.
Wait. Hefty can't take my job title at the PPD.
Trash, exactly. That was a good
Guys,
shot from Broussard.
You guys know that that's Sugar Shane's job at TOC. He was the one who walked in as a trash can. That being said, a huge shot there from Christian Broussard to hit the 8 mark with the 2 17s and the double 18 to take back control. But he's been a little bit wild on some of his misses, like almost a wedge. And he's going to have to fix that a little bit. Because otherwise you're relying on that one dart. Trust me, I know. I am very, very typically relying on that one good dart. Hey, happy birthday, James. I saw it a while ago, but happy birthday.
Christian snags the triple 16 over to the 15s. Looking to make this 2-1 here in this leg.
Yeah, but this is where the scrappiness can come into play. But not this time. Even with the trouble there, unless Christian stumbles, this should be 2-1. Oh, big dart incoming. He made it work, but yeah, not happy.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to get the job done here. So we'll see if Brett maybe pops a 4 mark.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea there is if Christian doesn't hit, he would only need 4 bowls to win if he does close the 17. So I get that idea. And well, happy little accident of 17 for the first one. And let's add 68 points to the total.
It should be Christian's leg here.
4 bowls playing 3. No, sorry, 5 bowls playing 3. Excuse me. Double incoming. Not going to hit it.
Oh, no.
And this is something that Brett just...
This could be... Yeah, I mean, you get a 5 mark here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's no easy 5 mark by any means, but it's a game-winning shot. And boy, would it hurt Christian. And it will not be. Christian, just 2 fat bulls. That's all you need. Just 2. That's all you need.
Oh, he gets it.
Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. You know, his heart was pounding there as he needed to get that just single bull to take out the leg. Manages to do so.
Can you do that sound effect one more time?
I don't know what you're talking about, Nick. That was you that did that sound effect.
Was that it?
It's pretty good, yeah. No, that was a good impersonation of the sound from Will.
That was from Nick.
From Nick. Also, what does that comment mean, Kobe? Is it 2 of my favorite commentators? Like, because I'm the 3rd one in the background here? Or what are we thinking?
He didn't hear you, so that's why he called us his favorites. You're not up there.
He said of my favorites, not my 2 favorites.
Oh, that's true. Well, then why are you even... I mean, obviously you're in that...
Kobe, can you just give us a top 5 list real quick? Can you just do that?
Nope, not allowed.
In order.
Don't do it, Kobe. Don't do it.
No, I'm kidding, Kobe. You do not have to do that at all. But just remember that Will and I said you didn't have to do it, and Nick wanted you to do it. So,
well, look at this from Christian. Snags a good 5.
And Brett just moving all the way around the board. Gets 3. Not a whole lot there from Christian. Definitely a much better leg early on than the last one, which was very scrappy for both players.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 3-4-6 and a 3-4-2. So, yeah, it was a little bit scrappy in that last one.
But in those situations, Christian needs to win those. And so the fact that he did win that one is good.
Yeah, if you take the L there, it's, oh, man, it does not feel good. It hurts the cause because it not only hurts the score line for you, but it hurts you mentally. You feel like you're down and out, even though it's only after leg 3.
Yeah, I mean, a completely separate scenario because I'm terrible at darts, but playing remote league last week, way ahead in the cricket leg, and ended up blowing it off the bulls, and was down 3-0, and I lost 10-5. Right, so like
Ouch.
it goes from 2-1 to a 3-0 in the mindset that it puts you in.
Well, we do know, statistically speaking, 4-0 deficits are actually the ideal deficits to be in the season.
So far.
At least we are 1 for 1 in that cause.
Although I would argue that 3-0 would have been a better start. Did we lose Brett's internet?
Possibly. And unfortunately for us, let's...
That's whose board we're using.
Yes, and we can figure out the board here for Christian, but his has been a little bit lagging just because I think that all seasons is I don't know, it just seems to not pull as much bandwidth as we want. But here we go. He's back. All right, sweet. Woo! We got away with it there.
Little disappearing act, but Christian Broussard out in front. Showing us that slow start, or that hot start from Brett, that he can hang with it. A 5-5 right now. But this is where scrappy Brett Hollinday comes into play.
Well, he's got the advantage, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
16.
But again, okay.
He only gets a 5. I mean, he's right behind him, but you'd rather be in front.
It's
At
getting
least
closer.
force him to go to the 19s at least one time, but Christian takes it
dart.
away.
Great dart.
Gives
Huge
us-
on the 15s.
Gives us a little as well, doesn't he?
Oh, that was so big. Such a chance that he took there to go 15s instead of 19s. And you know that feeling when you know it's the wrong shot, statistically speaking, but you know how much it's going to hurt if you pull it off, and then you pull it off. That's the feeling that you like to have in darts.
Oh yeah, that's where that kind of head turn and that little just a little fist pump comes into play. It was a huge shot, so give yourself a little momentum push to get this one done and make this 2-2.
Brett did have winning darts in that throw. But Christian one ball. There it is. It is a 2-2 scoreline. 5.06 from Christian Broussard. And the Washingtonian is here to play.
What was that, a 4.57 from Brett? I believe so. I'm getting them a little bit late tonight on the score lines. That's all right. Okay, 4.67. Appreciate it. That'll change things just a hair for Brett, who's averaging right now. He's averaging a nice 4.81. Christian averaging a 4.10, but early stages of this one, so kind of hard to put a stamp on it and say who's playing really better at the moment. But you do lean Brett's way just because of the overall numbers we've seen from him. Christian throwing a couple threes in there. Brett's only thrown the one as he gets a nice little white horse.
Nick?
Hiya!
Oh, that one was sucky.
Boom
goes the dynamite.
The Will was supposed to back me up, or Sean, or anybody. I was doing a little role reversal.
That. You do that.
No. I thought we were at the point after 9 seasons to be more subliminal. All right, I'll be ready for the next one. Sorry.
We can't even get if we're going the distance and going for speed, and we've been doing that for 7 seasons.
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you do that? All right, I do it just
first
fine.
First of all, you have messed it up too, so I don't want to hear it.
No.
Is this what we're gonna do during this match? Just argue the whole time in front of everybody?
This is what happens when you're nice, Sean. We argue.
Right. I got to be mean again. No, I'm kidding. I do want to point out real quick is Brett down in points, but going right at the Bulls because you have 4 marks, so not a issue at all. Chance Mayer's in the chat. Chance, usually I do not like abnormal spellings of names. I love the spelling of your name. And I just want to make that very clear because I know that probably is something that you don't. The fact that it is just phonetically perfect is great. As Brett does win that on the Bulls. See, I can be nice. And I am nice because that is actually true. And the first time I've ever seen that as a teacher.
Fun facts presented by Sean Green.
Thank you.
If you want another fun fact, go to SeanGreenFunFacts.com for more. He presents one every day.
And then go ahead and buy that domain for me. And then we can
we can talk about
we can start a website.
All right, Brett's opportunity here to make a dent, and sure does.
Yeah, he's going to set off some dynamite. He has all of it right now, all 4.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. Wow.
Because he's TNT. He's dynamite.
You know, in that fight. Oh, sorry.
It's a power load.
What a run for it. Good 7 for Brett.
There you go.
Oh, my. You guys, we giving this up and starting a band?
We go from fighting to singing together, and that is the beauty of our
Sounds like we're starting a band. For real.
Can I be the bass player?
Yes. Yeah, Randall just lost 9-1.
Really?
That was my pick there, too.
Gator don't play like that. Gator never been about that. Never been about that.
Speaks to how tough our Challenger Series is this season, folks. Yes. Whether it's Monday or Wednesday nights, you're going to want to tune in and watch the action.
And Matt Perdon's been in our CSC quite a few times. So
was it
he put in a great performance.
No, that was Matt Bella. Never mind. I was thinking of Matt from TOC.
Yep,
Birdshot Bella.
And great call on that.
TOC right around the corner too, folks. I mean, second weekend of October. What is it?
The 11th through the 15th.
Yeah, there we go. I'm trying to find it on my calendar. I just moved my sheets around. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We're going to be bringing you a heck of a show.
Yeah.
Can I go
we
ahead?
Always do great stuff there, and we always have the freedom to do a lot of fantastic things. What?
Can I
what?
say it? Can I say it already?
Say it already.
All right. For those tuning in, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. We're going to try to do 2 streams this year. We're going to try to do 6 boards of coverage. So, yeah.
So take that, CDC. It's one whole more board. Take that.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Calm
Peter.
down. Yes,
I'm
kidding,
before
Peter. And right after. Well, boom goes the dynamite again for the birthday boy. He starts off with another 9er to start off a leg. It is so difficult as an opponent. He's had that happen to him 3 times out of the 5.
And, oh, my goodness. And he can't put in a triple 20, and Brett's going to make him pay.
I mean, this is a masterclass on how to get rid of the higher ground and not have to worry about it. But Brett only gets a 3 mark. Automatic on the 19s the previous round. It's a beautiful thing about this sport. The difference of millimeters is the difference between 114 points. CS2 last year was Mike Segal, Philly. Got the job done against Jordan Meyer.
Which,
well.
if Segal wins and Hollinday wins, it'll be 2 champions going up against each other in round 2.
Love that.
I have a feeling that's not the only potential one of those for some reason. Yep. Corey Beck, Daryl Cortez,
Yes.
Cody Drager are all kind of there. Dennis Sandin also in that group of 4 there. That's a
Cortez
crazy
is
group
a
of 4 with
finalist
Corey
though.
Beck,
He was not a winner.
You're right. Same thing with
Dude,
Cody. That's why I backtracked right there at the end.
Mark it down again. Number
Boom
6.
goes the dynamite.
Number 6.
Number 6.
And you can tell Christian's starting to get a little upset with these darts here. Just finding the neighboring bed. It can be a little frustrating if Brett finds himself at a 5-2 advantage here. That break can do some things, but Brett has handled it well in the past. He usually comes out strong in legs 8 and number 9.
Yeah. Statistically speaking, both him and Corey are really good after the break, which is not a good sign for Christian. That being said, he hasn't done a whole lot wrong Brett has dictated a lot of this. Even the 3-8-3 that he's throwing right now for Christian, that was Brett going, he has 2 9 marks in this leg. So you just have to push if you're Christian. It's just Brett is forcing him to do that. And I know it looks like Christian's throw is a lot more lofty than it is because of the little delay, but it is still it still has a release point that needs to be correct. And sometimes when you're trying to force it a little bit, that release point can go high and low and cause these types of things.
That's it. Christian, flip your darts around.
Look at that. Tyler Weehee, Mike Segal, 9-8. Last leg decider.
Wow, what a battle that was.
Thank you, Tyler the Kansan.
There you go. See, I got him, Tyler. I got him. Got him trained now. I just can't remember what part of Kansas. All right, we didn't need that. What part of Kansas are you from, Tyler? Let's hear that again. I want to know how real country you are.
I bet it's northern. Oh, he's real country. Have you met him?
Oh, yeah. For sure. For sure.
I mean, he could be doing the Wild West season without having to change his wardrobe.
Look at Brett go for the win there. Ends up with a single bull, but 1 bull away from a 5-2. That's a real Kansas name right there.
I told you. That looks like a Wisconsin name, honestly. I bet that city exists in Wisconsin too. I bet they just looked at it like, ooh, that Kansas name seems fun. Brett Hollinday, 4-8-2 to win leg number 7. He's up 5-2. 3 legs on the spin for former champion Brett Hollinday and birthday boy. Can Christian Broussard come back stronger after the break? Stay with us. We'll be right back with more action right after this.
To kick off Division 2, I'm joined here by Christian Broussard in what should be a great matchup tonight. But first, Christian, what saloon are you playing out of and what vendor do you play for?
I am playing out of All Season Sports Bar, and I'm playing for the WWDL.
Well, Christian, you've had a good couple runs now in the CSC Challenger Series, but you have yet to get that real deep result. You've gotten close a few times. What's your expectations for the season, and how do you deal with the pressure of knowing you have the experience but haven't turned out that result yet?
I'm expecting a deep run pretty much any time the season kicks off. I'm always anticipating or hoping for a deep run, but there's 31 other very talented dart players, so it can go any way. Handling that pressure is just playing my game and kind of just letting it shine and not worrying too much about other stuff.
Now, of course, you still have to get through your very first match, which is against a previous champion in Brett Hollinday. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top?
I want to get off to a good start and just kind of try and ride the wave and keep momentum on my side, and I can be a pretty momentum-based player, so just try and level out the bad legs and just keep it rolling forward and take it one leg at a time.
Now, you mentioned 31 other tough competitors out there. Who do you believe besides yourself is the most wanted in the Wild West?
Oh, that is a tough one. I'd probably have to go with last season's champ, Mike Segal. I think if I get through tonight and he gets his, we'd meet pretty early, and I've seen him play in a few other, other competitions since he took off on Division 2, so he's probably got a good chance of running again.
And is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Just thank you to my parents, All Season Sports Bar, my wife, Marasia, my mentors, John Huseman and Melvin Cherry, just thank you to anyone tuning in and supporting me.
We are excited to get Division 2 underway, so let's waste no more time. And Christian, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
I am Christian Broussard, and you are watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Push the limits and bring your game to the next level when you shop and save 15% off the Red Dragon Paradigm darts for our September Dart of the Month special. These 90% tungsten darts come in 2 barrel shapes, tapered and torpedo, and offer the same milling across both barrels with radial grooves and diagonal notches in each section. The Paradigm darts also feature a dual coating for a smooth touch in the front and a rougher feel in the back. Each box also comes with a set of hardcore premium flights which feature a sweet holographic effect that will light up your darts with every color of the rainbow as you throw. You can also get a chance to win a Red Dragon Snakebite jersey in the size large with a monthly raffle. How do you enter? Just purchase our September Dart of the Month special and you'll automatically get entered. The giveaway ends October 1st, so don't miss out on your chance for free stuff. Tap the banner on our homepage at a2zdarts.com to shop the Dart of the Month, and don't forget we ship internationally. Best of luck to everyone.
Joined here for the kickoff of Division 2 for Season 9, way out west. We are joined by the legend, Brett Hollinday. Brett, what bar are you playing out of tonight, and what vendor do you play for?
I'm playing all Legends Bar, and I'm playing for the vendor Midwood Coin Concept.
Well, Brett, you are a returning champion to kick off our show this season. What's your expectation going into Season 9, and are you going to try to become our first two-time champion in Division 2?
I'd love to become the first two-time champ. I was close last year, so I need a little redemption this year, I think.
And, of course, you got a tough matchup with Christian Broussard, who has been gaining quite the experience in his several attempts at the CSC. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top over the Washingtonian?
You know, I've never played him, so I'll try push him early and see what happens.
Now,
Get settled in my game and see how it goes.
Of course, there is so many tough opponents here out in this Wild West wasteland, it feels like. Who's the most wanted on yours? Who's the person you're looking out for that might be the most dangerous this season besides yourself?
I'd say it's got to be Corey Beck and is it Tyler Weehee? I would think we're two very tough players.
I gotta ask, do you pick Corey because he's your friend or because of his previous attempts? What are your thoughts?
He's playing very well right now.
Perfect. And is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
No, thanks for watching and thanks for all the support. I appreciate it.
Well, Brett, we are excited to have you here for our kickoff of Season 9, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck in tonight's match.
I'm Brett Hollinday. You're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Welcome back, everyone. Here we go with the conclusion of our first Division 2 battle. Christian Broussard taking on Brett Hollinday, and what has been a great showing so far from Brett. He's got the advantage 5-2, currently throwing a 4.94 overall average compared to Christian's 3.8. So a little bit of work to be done for Christian if he wants to stay on the winner's side of our bracket here. But what do you say here, Sean? I mean, he just needs to find a little pace, huh?
Well, I mean, what he needs is a little bit of consistency, but he also needs a little bit of encouragement. And if he would have gone on Facebook on break, he might have found it as Mike Segal, Philly, whoever the winner of this one will play next week, was down 5-2 against Tyler Weehee, a very tough opponent. And Philly was able to come back and win 9-8. So can we have the same situation here?
Very well could here. I mean, as the score lines creep in, and it goes to show you that those comebacks are possible. So, yeah, I mean, he had to do something in the middle of break. You got to find some motivation, get some apple juice down your throat. I don't know what you want to do here, but yeah, you got to find it.
Unfortunately, though, doesn't steal Brett's 19s and doesn't point at all on the 20s.
That
was
tough.
like a double mistake there, a double whammy, you know?
Whammy.
If you're Christian, you're really trying to claw your way into a position. You know that Brett's going to still maintain his advantage. Maybe trying to get to like a 6-7 score line, and then trying to come back from there is probably going to be the goal.
Good one there, bud.
I think the real goal is for Christian just to make sure that he wins 9 legs tonight, you know? As long as he does that, he'll be really happy.
I'm thinking Christian wants to win tonight.
I mean, that's basically what you said. All right,
John
like,
Madden.
No, you didn't just say that. You actually, you were a little bit
I
less
was just
obvious
trying to
about
make a 6-7 joke. That's all I was trying to do.
it. Oh, and Serenity is right on your tail. By the way, Serenity messaged me and goes, make sure to tell them not to do that tonight. And I messaged her back and I said, Serenity, if I tell them that, they will for sure do it.
And she
And
messaged
she goes,
me during the
"Nuh-uh,
break.
I don't think so.
She
Yeah,
messaged
and
me
that's
during
what
the
he
break.
exactly
And if
said.
she didn't, I
Told you,
probably would have
Serenity.
forgotten.
Told you. Listen to the 38-year-old who teaches middle school boys like these two.
I'm
that I'm dealing
27.
with on a daily. Yeah.
Might
Middle
as,
school boy.
might as well be 13.
And honestly, that goes for all men, not just these two. We are all just 13-year-old boys at the end of the day. And that's why you all are miserable with us and wonder why we do what we do.
There's
we
two
never
players that want to win. Only one can win.
That's a good Madden. That's a good Maddenism there.
Good old Ranger 76.
Ready for
Or
that
R2 Ranger 76.
I'm ready for that bio to come out.
The 38-year-old didn't say it, Serenity.
All righty. Well, here we go. Christian, he's got a chance here, but he's got to find something on these closes. He really needed to. Yeah, there we go. Find the close. Find a close. But I don't know if he did enough on the. It's the thing where you don't know if he did enough on the 15s.
Right, and that's where it's a difficult position you don't never want to be in, right? Because boom goes the dynamite from Brett Hollinday, and the birthday boy, who I guess wished for at all of the 9 marks tonight, because so far so good, is just going to pounce on that every time.
Yeah, I mean, to have all the 9 marks at 7, it's pretty impressive. Christian, you got to find one eventually. Come on, man.
And Brett has enough time to drop the ball, dust it off, pick it up, and still run in for a touchdown before our guys even know what's happening. And Brett Hollinday 4.0, and it's a 6-2 lead.
That was a great Waterboy reference there, sir. I'm very happy that you got that, passed that along. Well, Christian gets to start once again. You've got to start off with a 5 here. And those two are off. And that one is well off. Those are significant drops there from Christian. Those are concerning.
Yes. And it's... Oh, go ahead, Nick.
I was just going to say, what people aren't seeing is like he has like a face towel back there. He's taking off his glasses, wiping his face. I wonder if it's just plain old hot in there, or what, maybe the pressure, the stress of this is, showing in physical manifestations as well. You can definitely tell he's playing with some adrenaline when it is going well, but it seems like he's also playing with the negative emotions when it's not.
Well, nobody tells you in their interview they're nervous, right? Barely anybody is going to say that, but you always feel a touch of nerves that first game of the season, right? You have to. If you're not human.
People tell me sometimes that they're nervous, but they think they're done recording, and they don't realize that anything that they say in those interviews, no matter if I was recording or not, I'll say. So yeah, you're right though. They don't bring it up, but I think there's also a certain level of expectations, right? If you're Christian, you've had a good share of stabs now at the CSC. You've had some okay runs, but you haven't had the big run, and your average has only gotten better, and it does feel more frustrating. You got into this originally with a 4.0 all the way back in season 1. Now you're a 4.64, and you're struggling in the first round matchup against the informed champion.
Yeah. And that is the wonderful double-edged sword of the CSC Challenger Series, is that you're going to get better, but so is everyone else. And how do you make up for that gap? Because right now, Brett Hollinday is just in fuego on his birthday.
That means on fire.
Thank you, Google Translate.
I don't know if I'd give him as much knowledge to call him Google.
Thank you, Babby.
Yeah, that's better. definitely more along the lines of the mindset. Jacob Worthy in the chat. What's up, brother? Good to see you once again, my friend.
Well, for another leg on the board for Brett Hollinday for 7-2. And it almost feels like there's no turning back from that score line.
It's going to be real difficult.
Especially after.
But you mentioned it. You mentioned it before the break that Brett plays great after the break. And he just won those 2 legs playing great after the break.
Well, was it necessarily him playing well, or was it Christian just not really giving it against him? I think it was a little smash of both.
It is. Christian going 2-mark to open never helps, and then you're pushing the rest of the leg. But again, Brett dictates the pressure that his opponents are facing right now, and Christian's no different. And we mentioned it earlier, right? The nerves heading into this that discussion, and I know I always get nervous before I play any match, and I don't feel it until I am throwing that first dart, and like my heart, like my hand starts to you're like, oh, why is my hand now all of a sudden doing this? But then it gets over it. You get over it pretty quick, as long as you win a leg, as long as you show up and you feel good about it. And so the problem is that you're playing against Brett Hollinday, who has been in every season of the CSC Challenger Series. And he's a former champion, he makes great runs in this. And he knows that if he comes in and just does his job, he's probably the favorite. And Christian's going to come into this knowing all of those things. And that's going to put a lot more pressure on him. And that's why Liam Musser, it's why we said what we said about Liam, right? The pressure that these players get put under in the CSC Challenger Series, especially being on stream, it can be immense, and something that I would lose 9-0 on stream every time I played in the CSC Challenger Series, no matter how good or bad I became at darts.
I don't know.
Just that.
I don't know about that, Sean. I played Timu Sean Green in Dart League last night, and he shot a 4.35. You'd get 1 or 2 legs. If just be like the Timu version of yourself. Shout out to Nolan Gibson for teaching me some lessons.
Yeah, and shout out to Team Sean Green that he is a part of, which is amazing. And I just love that was just such a great troll job over on Nick. Did you win, Nick, against Team Sean Green?
No, I can tell you, I was playing. It was a singles league, and we were at 4-4, and then all of a sudden my next league match starts, and I can play 2 league matches at a time. Well, I never have done before is play 2 singles league matches at a time. I did not stop throwing for about 3 hours straight, and I can tell you, it went from 4-4, and I'm averaging over a 4 as well, to he ends up winning 9-4, and I shot a 3-7.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd like that at all. Just constantly, like, you don't get a second.
I thought I would love it.
Yeah,
I was wrong.
I hate the do-si-do spin, go right back to a different line and shoot. For me, it's hard to focus on the 2 different aspects that you're going up against. For someone who likes to stare at the board and stare at the screen and stare at their opponents when they shoot, like myself, it makes it very difficult to change up how I do that.
Many of these PBD players have probably played doubles or even triple header matches. When you're playing with partners, you do still get at least a little bit of a break. It feels a little bit better.
Right.
I've never experienced how tough it is, because I agree. I actually don't focus as much when it's 2 matches at the same time, but that's for the better in a sense. Like, I'm not overthinking either, because I don't have time to really think about what's happening. But I can tell you, if you're playing in the PBD program and you're trying to climb up the also rank list, doing some double headers will really help you focus on your fundamentals.
Another leg for Mr. Brett Hollinday. Makes it 8-2.
That is 6 in a row for Brett. It was 2-2 scoreline.
Yeah, that sure is quite the scoreline here. And you sit here and you think, come on, Christian, at least put 1. But the last 3 legs being a 2.88, 2.67, and 3.14 doesn't scream comeback to me. So he's just really struggling here, and you can see it. I mean, that first start being well off the mark and the follow up being in the same area doesn't help you much. And
knowing that every mistake that you make, your opponent has punished.
He's been under pressure immediately.
Mhm. Hey, Rich Sturbin's in the chat. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Look at where that first dart went, or the second dart, double 3.
That's what I'm saying. He's got to be. He's now off keel. He's now thinking way too much about the unfortunate circumstances of him playing bad rather than the darts that are in his hand and what he can do for it. So we've all experienced it. We've all been down and out in a match, and you just start thinking about the negative rather than any sort of positive, and that's how you end up having darts like that.
Yeah, you start trying to aim the darts. You start trying way too hard. And I have a feeling that in the next couple throws, he's going to throw a lot of triples just because his arm is going to, as soon as he stops that mental thing, he's going to hit some triples back to back, but it'll be frustrating when he does for him.
I hope.
The main thing that Christian really needs to take away from tonight is don't let this one match define your whole season, because it could define it. It could lead you right into another loss. You're out, 2 and done. You obviously have the talent. You've qualified multiple times. You've gotten some pretty decent runs. So don't let one bad night define that. I had a conversation with a pro that was just getting their dart barrels released for the first time ever, and they were upset with how they played in the match. And I told them, I was like, that doesn't change the fact that you got this accomplishment. Take pride in that.
Just wanted to relay a little score line here. Chris Alexander up on Brandon Sato 6-5 right now.
It's a good battle.
Really tight battle, and see who can come out on top. This is looking more and more likely like Brett's matchup here, but he takes out the single 18 just to get rid of it, force Christian to make a decision here.
And that's been the other side of things for Christian, right? Is the great 6 mark, great recovery on getting rid of those 19s to 17s, but wiring above the treble or right next to the trebles often. Some of this game is are the wires kind to you tonight? And sometimes the wires are, and sometimes the wires are not.
Luck is a crazy thing, man. Luck can win you some matches, Canada. It's just you always want luck on your side. Well, there you go.
Boom goes the dynamite for Christian Broussard, his first of the evening. And I told you, as soon as he decides that he's going to stop paying so much attention to the mental after, oh my God.
And then Brett follows up with
ridiculous.
That
if you're Christian, you just say thanks. See you later.
Is crazy. And then he throws that back at him. Wow. Well, things got interesting here for at least a minute or two.
All right. Well, yeah, that's definitely the follow through on the 3 in the black every time. Heather. She can't even go what there. That's just sexy, you know? Wow. Well, Christian could lose this right here.
He could. It's kind of a little scary right now.
All right. He's fine.
Oh, double, though. And that puts him out in front. But you got to think Christian can easily get 115 and the bull here, right? Right?
Now it's a lot harder. Oh, he goes the bull, second dart. That's such a... Woo! Christian gets it done. 8-3. And he gets to go first. PBD player advantage rule in effect now. Until it gets to... If it gets to 8-6.
Well, I saw a comment earlier from Jacob Worthy saying, can we see a Bob McCoy-like comeback? So that was from a 4-0 deficit to get back into his position. I believe, and I hate to bring this up to Mike Maloney, but the Willie Walker, Mike Maloney 6-1 deficit, 5 legs, I believe is the biggest we've seen on stream. And that happened at this very bar all seasons. So I wouldn't count it out. I'm not going to bet against any shenanigans on comebacks in the CSC after what we saw Monday and throughout the history.
Nick said it here. We're going to see a comeback.
I've been waiting for one of you to say that the entire time, and I know that you said it off camera or offline, but still. Everybody in here knows exactly what Nick just said. If you know anything about bloopers whatsoever, you know exactly what he said. Back to Christian. And, well, CB is starting to really light it up. Unfortunately, he needs to win 6 legs in a row.
I mean, it's a very, very hard task to do. It's not impossible, but it almost seems like the likelihood of it happening has got to be in the teens.
The one,
maybe even less. Maybe
single digits.
Maybe in the single digits.
A known quantity of Brett's game, though, is the fact that if you look back through any of his matches, I'm 90-ish% certain on this. If you look back at any of his matches, once he gets to match point, he almost always drops the next leg and hits a deficit for a little bit. He definitely has shown match point pressure. Now, granted, you usually when you get to match point, you're going against the darts anyways, but it's significant. Something I definitely recall about his game. Unfortunately for Christian, it's just too much work to do. He eventually will not feel the match point pressure because he'll kind of forget about it by the amount of legs needed.
Brett throwing a 4.20 to Christian's 5.20. And Christian, because he has 4 wedges, just going to go single, single, single. 3 fats in those 16s. Make sure that they're gone. And hope that Brett doesn't do something miraculous on the bowls like he can do. Isn't it weird that a hat trick is just getting away with it if you're Christian? Like just 3 bowls. You're like, oh, thank God.
Look at this, though. He's
Love
finally
it.
get relaxed a little bit. Start
Yep.
playing.
Told you. As soon as your mindset transfers from trying too hard to, all right, I'm done, you start playing better. And the problem, though, is that eventually you forget that you've stopped trying, and he might start getting excited again and start trying again. You know, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But 2 legs on the spin. Christian is playing out of All Season Sports Pub in Tacoma, Washington. Yep.
Yeah, All Seasons, home to a couple of great players, Carolyn Googie that we've seen before with Jeff Springer in the prior WCSs, Willie Walker, Christian, and a few others. We've seen Mark Rowe play out of here in the past. Of course, legends, mainly known for this gentleman right here. And, of course, we also have seen Corey Beck, who holds home to this location, and some visitors at this location in the past as well.
Another 9-mark opener for Brett Hollinday. The 9th 9-mark of the evening. But I like the way Christian is battling back now.
I agree. I think that, he's starting to finally show some form here. And granted, it's a little too late, especially with Brett returning this to you.
It is, right? But big picture wise, this is good. To have a little bit of momentum, knowing that you can still perform at this level in the CSC going into next week, as we get a boom goes the die mark there for Christian Broussard. I knew I was probably an 8 mark. It's a good sign. That's a good sign. The momentum. Look at this. I mean, Brett, calm it down, man.
Oh, that is correct. John Huseman, also a very notable player that's played out All Seasons as well.
Oh man, I'm trying to remember.
Did we mention the Kelly Sipe?
And Kelly Sipe, of course.
Fun fact. Presented by
Honestly, all
Broussard. Found that
seasons,
one out of my head.
notably just a very tough bar, right? We've seen so many different competitors, Legends as well. It's just cool to see these different hubs, right? Like all seasons definitely being one of the, if not the main West Coast hub. And for our CSC Challenger Series, that is, the stadium being one of those for so long. These bars where they have multiple challenges, Trick Shots Metro for a while as well.
Yeah, it used to be Skybox before that. As that central hub. Night Owls in Indianapolis is that place here. There's so many in Wisconsin that it's hard to even pick you'd have to pick a few out there. Bull Shooters, of course, in Phoenix.
Great location there.
Yeah, it's great to see more of these hubs, like you said, popping up, and these old school ones, right? Like Jacob Worthy. We talked about Jeff Springer. He's in the chat. Jacob Worthy said that Willie Walker style comeback would be awesome. Yeah, you did. He was there, like season 1. That was like week 2 or 3, right? And it's really cool to see those types of locations now 9 seasons later still bringing us different new talent. And that goes for all seasons when we do like the all-star tournaments and things like that, they always have great players who play out of there.
Well, Brett, is this the moment here where he gets the job done in the first round? Looking more than likely. Good stand from Christian, but it's just not going to be good enough here.
Hopefully this stand gives him a little bit of confidence to carry into the rest of his matches, knowing, hey, I was there, I just started off wrong. And that's going to be one of the things that you have to kind of take away as well. Take the wins where you get them.
And he might be able to take a win here.
It's possible. I didn't expect the miss out from Brett there, but he will return.
Yeah, those are going to be the last 3 darts that Christian throws on the winner's side of the CSC, unless he makes it all the way back to the finals. Because the birthday boy finds the bullseye in a 9-4 victory.
Good night.
Oh, look at that comment. Sorry, Seth Shade. Princeton, Indiana, the one stoplight town. The Moose now has TOC boards.
Nice. Love that. As Brett Hollinday does get the task done here in round number 1. He throws a 4.62 to Christian's 3.73. So good job for Brett Hollinday. Yeah, Christian just found it a little bit too late there. Unfortunate on the beginning effort, and especially out of the break, just not having the turns needed to really get any legs on the board.
Right. And man, Brett Hollinday showed why he is a former champion, why he is one of the favorites this season. He played extremely well, and Christian can't do anything about the way that Brett played. Brett played phenomenal, hit a lot of 9 marks, opened with a lot of 9 marks, which puts a lot of pressure on his opponent every time he does so. Just a great performance. And man, I'm telling you, Division 2 is going to be something else. Gator lost 9-1 to Matt Perdon. Perdon is the lowest average for Division 2 this season, and he just won his match 9-1.
Yeah.
So anything can happen here in Division 2. Literally anything.
Any given night, somebody can pull out their best performance or their worst performance of the season. You just never know what the night's going to bring. It's just all about how you prepare yourself and how you're feeling that night. If you can catch a groove, and maybe if that groove catches for a few weeks, we may find that person in the final. You don't know in Division number 2. It's always interesting. There's no really tall tale favorites per se. Yeah, we can cue in a couple people, but how do they actually perform this season? It's up to them.
Right. And I can't wait to find out, man. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great season. Season 9 is just getting started, and we are looking forward to everything moving forward. Don't know who we have Monday night yet, right?
Who do we got then? I didn't see that actually.
Guys, we got Luke
'cause he even
Pritzel and
showed
Leonard
us.
Gates.
Yeah.
Come on,
Ooh,
get together.
Okay.
Hey, and how about
sorry.
that?
Hey, also, how about shop the A to Z darts September month darts? Okay, butchered that. Never mind. That's why I leave it to you guys.
Let me do it. I got it. This is. Let me do that real quick. Sorry, I apologize, guys, for not doing my job. Shop the A to Z Darts September Dart of the Month special for a chance to win a free Red Dragon Snakebite jersey, size large. Just purchase a set of the Red Dragon Paradigm darts for 50. You wouldn't even have been able to say Paradigm darts for 15% off, and you'll automatically get entered into the raffle. Tap the banner on their website to shop this sweet deal.
It's pronounced Paradium.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you Monday night at 8 p.m.